Like many great things, Tamarack began as a dream. Governor Gaston Caperton wanted to create a one-of-a-kind destination to showcase West Virginia art and culture. That in turn expanded the state's tourism industry and created jobs. With the support of the Parkways Authority, Tamarack broke ground on August 8, 1994. Behind the scenes, jurors worked to select West Virginia-made products of the highest quality to be sold at Tamarack. In 1996, Tamarack opened its doors. By the end of that same year, more than 1,300 West Virginia artisans were selling their products at Tamarack. Over 450,000 people had visited, and sales had topped 3.3 million. Tamarack owes its success to the thousands of West Virginians who have dedicated their time and energy to fulfilling Governor Caperton's dream. Artisans Connie and Tom McCauley were both highly involved with Tamarack at its inception. They both began as basket makers, and Connie has since moved on to creating handmade jewelry.
I was really impressed from the very beginning that they brought the artists in the decision-making process.
It's most important for Tamarack to operate as a real business, and yet, even though it needs to operate as a real business, it is also a tourist destination. It is the face of West Virginia. Tamarack gives the opportunity for everyday items to be a part of people's lives, you know.
How do you have an economic development project that puts jobs in every county in the entire state of West Virginia? Tamarack did that.
Mm-hmm.
And
brought income.
And it's amazing.
Keith Lahti is a potter with more than 3 decades of experience. He makes both functional and non-functional pieces and has more recently focused on creating unique memorial urns.
I went to college at Albion College in Michigan, starting in 1967, 67 to 71. And like a lot of people do at liberal arts colleges, I tried a bunch of majors and finally settled on the one that had been my love all along, which was art. Sheila Burge and Rebecca and some people had an idea that, well, the whole crew, Ann Bradley, David Dickerson, all these people, Gaston Caperton, had an idea that this could be a great direction for West Virginia and a great showcase for West Virginia. But they wanted to do test marketing first. So they had a few of us. Rebecca had managed the Cultural Center shop, is how I met her. And I was one of the original artists there. To do test marketing, they asked Rebecca, can you recommend a few people? And they bought pottery from us and put it in just a tiny little space at one of the plazas to see how it would sell. It sold like crazy. So pretty soon Tamarack was in the works. And Tamarack has been a showcase for this ever since the beginning. Clint Bryan, the architect, did an unbelievable job. This was the culmination of his life's work was designing Tamarack. He was an older man at the time, and he put everything he had into that place. And he knew he was designing it as a showcase for arts, so he made it a work of art. Tamarack being the way it is, situated where it is, the type of building it's in, the type of quality, ever since the beginning, what they've stressed is best of West Virginia. It says so right on the billboards. People would see my sign from West Virginia, and the first thing they would say was, wow, we've been to Tamarack. Every place I've been. It is the shining star of West Virginia. With Tamarack as the centerpiece of it. I think an arts and crafts movement in conjunction with local farmers markets, bed and breakfasts, farm to table movement, all this, I think could be a real sustainable future for West Virginia. It's kind of a vision, but West Virginia's got everything. We've got the wonderful, loving, open, friendly people. We've got the natural beauty. We've got Tamarack. It's just, why not?
Carter Taylor Seton is an author of 3 books and a sculptor who creates her own designs as well as executing commissioned portrait busts.
For me, Tamarack is the essence of West Virginia. Not just my own personal involvement in it, but having a state, living in a state that supports its artisans in that manner is important to me. I've been involved in the arts since the 70s, I guess. Ran a craft cooperative for 15 years. And had Tamarack been there, that craft cooperative might still be in business. But it's just marvelous to be able to see all of those artisans, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, I think it's something like 2,000 maybe, that have the opportunity to sell their product there. And that means that to me too, to know that people can go there, buy my books, see a piece of my sculpture. It's like the gem of the state. You know, we get more and more new people coming through the state to see what the state has to offer. I think Tamarack is one of its absolutely best marketing tools. I'd like to see, you know, if I had a dream, it would be to see more Tamaracks around the state so that people could reach it from all avenues of the state. It's such a showcase that I'm proud to have my work there, and to be able to say you're a Tamarack artisan means a whole lot.
Wood turner Larry Weiss is one of Tamarack's newest additions. He creates a variety of beautiful wood products, including bowls, keepsake boxes, vases, and more.
Got my dad a wood lathe when he retired, and I did that back in high school and really enjoyed it. But once he got the lathe and I played around with his lathe a little bit, the instant gratification of taking a raw piece of wood and then turning it into a useful object was just so overwhelming that you just enjoyed it and you couldn't wait to get back out there and make more sawdust and make more objects. Here at Tamarack, you all do have a fine appreciation for art pieces. That's what it's opened up for me. Not just going to shows and vending shows and things. You come here to Tamarack and you can buy, you can take one of your one-of-a-kind pieces that you really went all out, and then you can bring it here and it's appreciated as a piece of art. Even though it's like a bowl or a platter, it can still be a piece of art here and it's appreciated by that. It's not cluttered, it's clean, it's fresh, it's new, it's light. It's not just tourism or you know, knickknacks. It is very nice artwork here. Well, the best thing about it is it's known throughout the state and the East Coast of being the best of West Virginia. You know, we have a best of West Virginia show here, but it's also not just that, it's the best of. So if you live in West Virginia, it gives you a place to bring your stuff, to really challenge yourself, and to do the best work you can do and bring it to the best of place to show it off in West Virginia. You'd be surprised where we're vacation down south or up north, people know this place. So when you mention that you're an artist in Tamarack, they automatically know the quality that you got.
Today, Tamarack houses artwork by more than 1,600 juried artisans and craftsmen, offers gourmet West Virginia foods, and hosts live music and events in its theater and conference center. Thank you for embracing Tamarack, the best of West Virginia, as part of the Mountain State for the last 20 years.